The coronavirus is impacting communities across the globe, but here at home, it's also leading to some disturbing occurrences. Many in our Asian American neighborhoods are reporting that foot traffic is down and business has slowed to a halt. Even more troubling, we are seeing a disturbing rise in hate-filled attacks. This has now led some to worry about how to defend themselves, and gun sales are actually up in certain neighborhoods. Our Kira Phillips has this report.
It's disturbing and disheartening.
If you are from China, I'm surprised they even let you over here.
We're talking about racially motivated crimes inspired by fear over the coronavirus.
Now I'm going to share it to my family.
As COVID-19 spreads across the United States, so does an alarming rise in hate crimes within Asian American communities.
Why did they do that to this car? My heart just sunk.
This car vandalized in California. The language too disturbing to show you. And the Chandy family is devastated. Anna, in tears, forced to explain to her child what the racial slurs mean.
Why are they being racist to us? We don't even have the coronavirus.
And then there's this video, posted to Facebook, now part of an NYPD hate crime investigation.
So move.
The video, horrifying. An Asian American minding his own business as a total stranger berates him before spraying him with Febreze. New York City's transit department now calling this incident racist. The CDC also weighing in now, saying that being of Asian descent does not increase the chance of getting or spreading COVID-19.
So I'm breathing this and I'm breathing everything that they bring to our country, you feel me? And that's a pandemic.
But many Asian Americans are increasingly reporting that they're being singled out.
If you're from China, I need to know.
In videos filled with misinformation being shared on social media, on the street, and in schools. Dylan Mariano's family says their son was discriminated against by a teacher who claims he mistook coughing as a sign that the 13-year-old had COVID-19. Dylan says he was coughing because he was choking on water.
This was the first time that I've ever felt I was being treated differently for being Asian.
Dylan and his family saying other non-Asian students in his class don't face the same type of treatment. The school district not responding to our requests for comment.
He actually said to me, he goes, all the other students who are coughing, they don't get sent out, but they're not Asian.
Mixed messaging not helpful as certain politicians, like House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, one of several House conservatives, calling COVID-19 a Chinese or Wuhan coronavirus. Now, Asian community advocates around the country are speaking out.
I think this is kind of unprecedented. This is not just affecting Chinatown here, it's affecting Chinatown in North America and globally.
From foot traffic to small businesses, Chinatowns and Asian American communities across the country severely impacted in the face of COVID-19.
I think there's a great deal of misplaced fear directed at the Asian community, which is very, very unfortunate because this disease is not ethnic-centric.
For 40 years, Jing Fong has been an institution in New York. Now, the largest restaurant in Chinatown is closing down temporarily in the middle of the week.
If this continues for another 2 months, we don't know if we're going to remain open anymore.
With a staff of 180 employees, Jing Fong is seeking ways to keep the lights on.
On a busy holiday, about 75% tourists. On a normal, like Chinese New Year, it's maybe 25% tourists. But now we get 0 tourists.
Temporary closures and steep discounts hitting these restaurants hard, and business owners trying to figure out how they'll make ends meet.
呢個絕對係我哋最重要嘅問題就係咁樣，開又死，唔開又係死，等係睇點死法，死唔死係咪病菌死咧？定還是係閂門冇生意死？
Local Chinese businesses are taking measures to mitigate panic and fight public perception.
People are very concerned. We understand their feelings, but actually it's hurting us too.
fear of coronavirus impacting Los Angeles, California, too.
And we just wanted to try our best to protect the customer and our employee.
The increased racial tension has also led to a rise in gun sales in parts of the country. Some Asian Americans feel unsafe, and they're beginning to arm themselves in response.
Well, last year we did with this company about $100,000, and year to date we already did like almost $70,000 sales.
Arcadia firearm and safety owner David Liu says business is booming.
This is like a sales for my purchase for last 4 months of 2019, and this is how much we have. Just this little binder, and this is what we have for this year. All this here.
And as people in times of crisis have turned to buying guns before, some Asian Americans are doubling down, fearing not only a spreading virus, but also a rise in racism that's forcing them to take drastic measures.
Why did you decide to buy a gun right now?
For self-defense.
And Kira Phillips joins us now live from Washington's D.C.'s Chinatown. We saw the powerful and sadly hateful impact this virus is having on some people. How is it impacting businesses and people's general state of mind in that particular neighborhood?
Well, Lindsay, I'll tell you, here in Chinatown, in Washington, D.C., it's definitely not what I am used to as I've come through here throughout the years. Foot traffic definitely low. Even the Friendship Archway, the Chinese Friendship Archway behind me, not lit up like it usually is. I had a chance to talk with workers within the hotels here, the restaurants, all telling me that business is down. And I went into a little local Chinese gift shop, and I asked how business was there as well. And she said it hasn't been as good as normal. So I bought a hanging fortune from her, this one representing, thought it was pretty apropos, good health. And also, Lindsay, UNICEF, which defends children's rights around the world, came out with a statement today talking about this very issue, saying we remain on the ground working in affected communities to mitigate secondary impacts for children and push back against stigmatism. They also released an article today. They published a story, 5 Ways to Fight Racism and Xenophobia. Lindsay?
All right, that good health trinket. I think we all need that right about now. Kira Phillips, thanks so much for your reporting tonight.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.